Hey guys, welcome to my Tuesday video drop. So we're in the middle of my 5-week series and I'm talking about the 5 things that we need to quit right now in order to be healthier and stronger emotionally and mentally. Okay, 5 things. Last week I talked about we need to stop people pleasing, and boy, that just hit a nerve with so many people. I got tons of feedback and comments, and just seems like we all tend to struggle with being people pleasers. So we're gonna quit that, right? So this week, number 2, we're gonna talk about our fear of change. We don't love change as human beings because our brain is wired to protect us, keep us safe. I've said this before many times. Our brain doesn't want us to experience discomfort. It's there to keep us secure and safe. And so change goes against that, obviously. And we also tend to believe stories of we tend to hold on to all the negative stories of people who've tried to change. We hear their scary stories, we hear their failure stories, and so we hold on to that narrative. Here's what I'd like for you to do in order to beat your fear of change. I want you to, 1, change the narrative. Instead of thinking of all the things that could go wrong, whether it's a relationship, a job, where you live, ask yourself, what are all the great things that could happen? How could this go right? I want you to start there versus how would this blow up in my face, or how bad could this be? Don't start there. Start with how right could this be? What are all the great things that could come from it? Number 2, I want you to not be afraid of failure, because even if failure happens, okay, even if failure happens, it's just a stop. It is not your final destination. When we fail, it is just a blip. It is not our identity. It is not our entire book. It is just a page. It is just maybe even a small chapter. And we gain so much from what we can learn. We learn more from our failures than we do our successes. That's true. So I want you to change the narrative. Don't be afraid of failure. And then 3, understand that when we make changes, it's just another chapter in our whole story. And it would be a really boring book if there was only one chapter. So I want you to think about change differently. Hopefully I'm challenging you to do that. And I want you to change the narrative and embrace it. What is something that you need to change? Write it down. Give me a comment. I don't know. But if you want to practice, start with something small. Like, I want to stop biting my fingernails. I want to change something about a habit that I have. Maybe you start small and you start there to help your brain and your emotions get in line with embracing the idea of change. Because change, most of the time, is a really good thing. This is my Tuesday video drop in my 5-week series of the 5 things we need to quit in order to be emotionally healthy and strong. See you next week.